fight's gone down, and who has hit who first?
Yes, now, who's at fault? Who is at fault? Now, Luke should never, ever have banged on Jordan's door. I understand that he's angry. I get it. I completely understand it. They were spitting fumes in his direction. They were revving Jay up. And I don't like the fact that they were saying this when Luke went to the hospital. I think that's disgusting. I truly do. I don't like that at all. But I've been a victim of domestic violence, so I understand when Erica says she got scared. I get it. I truly do, because I know that when someone was banging on my door to get into my room, many times I was frightened for my life. So I understand that aspect. It's very, very scary. But there's just so many elements to this. What do you think, Mars?
It is hard. Because there's two sides here. Now, I can see Luke's side, I can see Jordan's side. Luke has been revved up. He's been told a lot of things. He has also come out with an interview, and he says that the producers themselves, they revved him up. They revved him up, and they said, hey, why don't you confront Jordan on camera?
Even though I was at his door, I was told to go to his door.
So that's revving him up. Making him angry. And then he sees Jordan. He's gone red.
He's gone red.
Now, I've watched the clip, and people have been debating who's hit who first. Who pushed who first. I looked at the clip. Now, to me, it looks like they're pretty much, their hands are lifting at the same time. They're both, but look, Luke is getting into Jordan's face.
And even though Jordan's a bloke,
he can feel intimidated too.
100%. 100%.
And Luke is getting in his space, so of course he's going to retaliate and be like, well, back off, mate.
I know.
And then they're both pushing each other, and then everything goes nuts.
Are you banging my door like that? Why?
stop it.
But this didn't come out of nowhere for Luke. It didn't. They revved him up. He was getting fired up. He was standing up for Jay. Oh, I hate this because I'm not an indecisive person, but I see both sides of the story.
I see both sides, but I feel like at the end of the day, Luke should not have confronted Jordan in
that
such
way.
a hostile manner.
I so wish, Luke, I really do wish that you dealt with it in a different way.
I
really do.
Even just before, when he was about to bang on the door, Jay says to him, please don't yell, don't
she's trying to contain the flames.
She's asked him to do that.
She's trying to contain the flames.
And he didn't do it. He couldn't do it.
Don't go in screaming and shouting.
But we don't know what was going on the other end. What were
don't.
producers saying to him?
Exactly.
Were they revving him up? Like, we don't know.
What he said, in his words, he said they revved him up. But he still
did it. He still crossed the line.
He even admitted he punched Jordan in the ribs.
Ooh.
He punched him in the ribs. And he said it was, like, at that point, they had gotten into such a,
debacle.
Massive, debacle. And he was in, like, they were in a small hallway, like, close confined quarters. So he kind of felt more threatened at that point. Like, I feel like he still started it, but then he started feeling threatened. So that's when he started getting more violent. And then the producers kind of stepped in and pushed them apart.
I can't tell girls enough how easy it is for guys to get from 0 to 100. And we have to be very wary and bring light to this. I understand, I see both sides. I get that. But
I think at the end of the day,
it's intimidating.
Condone violence.
You can't. It's very, very intimidating. So it really is.
Kind of where you have to put a line somewhere.
Yeah, you have to.
And I see both sides, but I feel like Luke crossed the line.
Stop it! Stop it!
Do you think you would have handled yourself differently on the couch after having that experience?
I know for a factoid, if the situation was reversed, I would have said, everyone, he's just gone to hospital. Can we shut up? That's my personality. I would say, he's just gone to hospital. Why are we bitching about Luke? That's my personality.
And it wasn't just Jordan and Erica. It was Peggy. It was George. It was, I can't remember everybody else who was talking about it. It wasn't just them.
But he got blamed for it.
You're defending his action.
I will say I'm glad the show took this seriously.
And didn't just gloss over it.
Not just that, I'm also glad they showed this. I'm so glad. I'm so sick of Married at First Sight only showing bits and pieces of what they think the audience will like. Married at First Sight UK does it right. I don't care what anyone says. You guys do it right. You are showing the whole picture. Maybe not the whole picture, but you're still showing what went down. I think Married at First Sight Australia wouldn't show this. They're worried about their reputation.
They would show a little bit. And they twist it. And then all of a sudden, Erica and Jordan would be in the complete wrong.
I like the way this went down.
So they've shown both sides, and I feel like both parties have been able to show all their colours. You know what I mean?